Is Scream 6 a Halloween movie? Hello, everybody. Matt here with Halloween Daily News, and today we are taking a look at the very real possibility that the upcoming sixth Scream movie could take place, at least partly, on or around October 31st itself. If we weren't already excited enough for Scream 6, some recent photos from the set have just kicked up our excitement level significantly. If you've been following our recent reports, you know that Neve Campbell is not returning to reprise her role as Sidney Prescott in Scream 6. That's not the official title, it's still officially untitled, but that's what we're referring to it as. The other surviving characters from the most recent Scream movie are all returning and will be reprised by the same actors. And recently, some new young actors have been added to the cast as well. So we have some new characters we're going to meet as well as some returning characters. All we really know about the plot so far that has been released officially from the studio is that the survivors of the Ghostface killings will be leaving Woodsboro, and we know this from a one-liner synopsis that was released with the announcement of the sequel. So filming has now begun in Montreal, Canada. It is ongoing as we speak, and not surprisingly, some fans have found their way to some of the set locations and have been able to capture and share some photos from the set. And some of these are pretty exciting and somewhat revealing, including some that gave us an early hint that the film is going to take place in New York City. This was indicated by some vehicles with New York tags and labeling on the vehicles. Then on June 12th, Bloody Disgusting officially confirmed that Scream 6 will in fact take place in New York City. The film's newest leads, Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega, each shared this candid photo of the two of them reunited in Montreal for the beginning of principal photography. And then the following day, June 13th, we go over to Twitter where Tristan, who goes by the Twitter handle at Brittany Vinyl, Tristan has shared some very interesting photos from the set. And this one, he says, was submitted to him from a friend in Montreal on June 13th. And what you can see right here, courtesy of Brittany Vinyl on Twitter, this is a set photo that features some Halloween decorations. We'll zoom in a bit and you can see that that is definitely an assortment of pumpkins sitting on a few bales of hay, but that's not just any old pumpkins on a bale of hay. That is clearly a carved jack-o'-lantern, and you know what a jack-o'-lantern means. This is so exciting. We can also look to this additional photo posted by Eric Chag. He is at Eric_Chag on Twitter. He has also been making his way to the set pretty regularly in recent weeks and sharing some really great images, including this one that got us all kinds of excited. Right there across the street, it looks like what could be some Ghostface decorations, maybe even some Ghostface Halloween decorations. They could also just be the film department having fun with some cool looking traffic cones, but I am going to choose to believe at this point that these are absolutely Halloween props for the film. Until or unless we learn differently, at least. Back to Tristan's post, he did get a wider shot of that townhouse building where we saw those jack-o'-lanterns in the other photo, and adds that a portion of that building was completely blocked off from any type of public view, covered with tarp and black coverings, concealing all activity inside, so some filming was definitely taking place there. Of course, this is far from a confirmation that the entire movie takes place during the Halloween season. And it's always possible that this could even be some kind of elaborate diversion meant to give us the false idea that the film might be set around Halloween, but I really don't think that's the case. I got a feeling that we might actually get to see a Scream movie set on and around Halloween. And this would be a first for the feature films. None of the films have ever been set on or around any specific holiday, including Halloween, but it's not technically the first time that this franchise has visited the Halloween holiday, as the Scream TV series that ran on MTV for a while. In what was going to be the two-part season 2 finale, it ended up airing as a 2-hour Halloween special, and it did take place on Halloween. And then when the series was relaunched for a third season, no longer on MTV, but now on VH1 and featuring an entirely new cast and continuity. And this time they did bring back the Ghostface mask and Roger Jackson's voice on the phone as the Ghostface killer. The very first episode also took place on Halloween as well. But this would be the very first time that a Scream movie takes place specifically on or around Halloween, if in fact that's what's happening here, and if these set photos are in fact what we believe they are. And so we look at what we know. We have the surviving characters of the most recent Scream massacre, as well as apparently Gale Weathers, legacy character, returning once again, played by Courtney Cox. We understand that it's not been officially announced, but according to some interviews she has done, what has been officially announced, we know that Hayden Panettiere is reprising her Scream 4 role as Kirby Reed in the new Scream 6. So we have some of these characters, legacy and new characters, as well as some new characters that we have not even met yet that we're going to meet in this film. We know our characters from the prior film are now going to be leaving Woodsboro, and they're going to be going to New York City, the Big Apple, which in itself opens up a lot of interesting possibilities. And now you consider Halloween in New York City, which is already wild. But keep in mind, in the film's universe, just like in our universe, Ghostface and these Woodsboro killings and the Stab franchise has been around for over a quarter century, both for these characters as Ghostface has been around for over a quarter century for us in real life. So, Halloween in New York City, there's going to be a lot of Ghostface masks and costumes running around, I would imagine, and that could really open up a lot of interesting possibilities and gets me really excited to see what this team that brought us Scream 2022 might actually have in store for this sequel. Definitely have my attention a lot more now. As always, I want to hear what you think. Am I reaching with these photos? Is it not really going to be set on Halloween, or is that jack-o'-lantern just going to be something really far off, out of focus in the background of a quick shot, and maybe the film doesn't even take place in October? Maybe it's late November and they just haven't put their jack-o'-lantern away yet. I keep mine out until it rots, personally, so I would understand that if that is the case. On the other hand, maybe it's just a quick moment in the film that takes place around Halloween, and the rest of the film actually takes place during another part of the calendar year. Either way, I'm going to be watching these accounts on Twitter and looking for more photos from the set and more confirmation. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about all this. What do you think about a Scream movie set during Halloween? Do you think that is in fact what's happening here? And if you are in the Montreal area and you do see some filming going on and are able to get some images, of course, we would love to check it out. Tag us on social media or feel free to contact us directly at HalloweenDailyNews.com/contact. I'd love to hear from you. And of course, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our updates on Scream 6 and everything else we are covering here at Halloween Daily News. Very busy time, as you can see. You're not going to want to miss any of what we've got coming your way. Until then, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching.